Hey Bryce, first off, congrats on being named a Heisman finalist. But when that was announced last night, were you a little surprised that Will wasn't also included? Do you think he was deserving of a trip to New York?
But yeah, definitely. I definitely think he was deserving. If you look at numbers, you look at the production. I definitely think he deserves to be there. It's unfortunate that he's not going to be able to be there. That really sucks. But I definitely think he should be there.
Tony Sakalis, go ahead.
Just how big has Jamison Williams been, and then also how confident are you in Ja'Cory Brooks and Trayshawn Holden to kind of step up and fill in that role for Mechie on the other side?
Yeah, JMO stepping up and playing like he did in a big moment. Honestly, it's not something that I would say is surprising for me. Seeing how he works, he's stepped up in big moments, countless times. So, for him to step up, that's really, that's JMO. So, obviously he's huge for us. And then as far as Ja'Cory and Trey, those are guys that I've worked with a lot. You see the work that they put in throughout the week. Guys that I have, tremendous confidence in. Again, they understand the moment. They understand what it's going to take, but they know that that just means they know they have to step up, and that's been our mantra, and that's been something that we've lived and operated by. So they're going to get a chance, get an opportunity, and I know they're going to take advantage of it.
Ivan, go ahead.
Hi, Bryce. Two things on the same topic. One, how did you learn growing up? How did you learn not to get rattled on the field? And two, when was the last time you felt rattled on the field?
I think it comes to experience. When you start playing athletics, you kind of just you have to feel everything out, feel your process out, and for me, I've kind of realized. Just how I operate the best and function the best is typically from a more just calm, state of mind. So for me, it's just being in that in that mindset, as much as I can, just to try to maximize, my efficiency and do what's best for the team. And again, it comes through reps, comes through experience, and then, truthfully, it really comes through faith for me. For me, how I kind of look at everything is. I'm not really in control, I would say, of what happens. I'm not in control of outcome. For me, I'm a vessel, and I'm a tool that's being, used and manipulated. So for me, everything's already written, everything's been determined, and I have complete trust and faith in, where everything, how everything's gonna unfold. So for me, that kind of clarity, that really takes, any sort of pressure, like not urgency, but any sort of any sort of tenseness out for me. That's just kind of what I believe. That's how I live by. So for me, that's how I view it. So because of that, it kind of helps me. It helps me be in the mindset that I am.
Do you remember the last time you were rattled on the field?
Rattled. I wouldn't say. I'd say as individually as a team, there's definitely times that things don't go as planned, and you might have struggled on a rep. I might have missed a throw. I might have missed a read, a protection, whatever it may be. But for me, in those times, it's about how quickly you can get to the next play as a unit. How quickly can we turn the page? How quickly can we? Just flip the chapter and make sure that we're ready to fix whatever needs to be fixed and go on to the next play, next drive, next series, whatever it may be. So for me, anytime something that happens and adversity hits, which it always is going to, it's about how you respond. So that's kind of how I choose to look at it.
Blake Topmeyer, go ahead.
Yeah, Bryce, I had two questions. Number one, what would it mean to you if you were to become the first Alabama quarterback to win the Heisman? And then number two, of all the plays that you've made this year, which one stands out maybe as your favorite play that you've made?
It obviously would be a huge blessing to follow the great quarterbacks that we've had, and to have this opportunity is it's a huge blessing. It's something I don't take for granted. But I also understand the reason behind it, and that's us as a unit, us as a team. I'm definitely not it's not just me. It takes all my teammates. It takes the coaches. It takes this environment. Just everybody that's involved. Nutrition, strength and conditioning, everything. Even to get an opportunity to go after an accomplishment like this. So I'm truly grateful to be in the position that I am. And as far as an individual play, for me, I would say even for as far as individual, the biggest moments. I don't know if I can pinpoint a specific play, but really kind of the biggest moments come through when you see people. When you see people, one, that are all on the same page, but really when you see newer guys be able to step up and make plays in positions where they might not have been expected a week before or whatever it may be. So whether it be a running back that had to step up, whether it was Roydell, it was Jace, it's Trey, with a hurdle, or Roydell scoring in A&M, Jace making as many plays as he did. Maybe it's a receiver with Jacory making, stepping up in big moments, Trey stepping up in big moments on a short notice, with Seth stepping up, Dame being pushed into the lineup and stepping up. I think it's really, I can't pinpoint an individual play for that, but for me the most exciting moments and the best moments for me are when you see guys just be ready and their time being called and them to be able to capitalize and really come in and us be on the same page despite whatever adversity might have hit.
Casagrande, go ahead.
Yeah, growing up, what did the Heisman Trophy mean to you when you were watching as a kid? Who was the first guy you remember seeing win a Heisman?
That's a good question actually. First guy I remember seeing, I don't know if I can pinpoint a specific first. Maybe like RG3. That makes me sound pretty young probably, but maybe like RG3 I'd say is that was kind of when I started turning from just it's a brown object going to end zone. It's like, oh yeah, this is actually football. There's rhyme and reason behind it. So I became more conscious of a fan. So again, to be a finalist for such a prestigious award is a blessing. And again, it takes everyone for me to be able to have this opportunity. So just again being able to be associated as a finalist is a true blessing.
Charlie Potter, go ahead.
You were also earlier this week by your teammates recognized as not only the MVP of the team, but a team captain. Just what did those two things mean to you, given that your teammates are the ones that vote on that?
Yeah, no, that means everything to me. To get that, to get, like you said, the fact that it came from my teammates, it came from my guys, and to be able to have the opportunity to win that award, and also to be a team captain, a permanent team captain. Not a lot of people can have that honor, and that's not something I take lightly at all. I understand, that means a lot to me. That's something I take a lot of pride in, and again, for it to come from my guys, for it to come from my teammates, that makes it exponentially sweeter. So it's definitely a blessing for me and not something I take lightly at all.
Nick Kelly, go ahead.
Yeah, Bryce, with the little break in game action, you get the chance to go to New York for this ceremony. What are you looking forward to most about the whole trip, or just taking that in?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the experience. I'm looking forward to being around everyone who's up there, being around the other guys that are up there. So the whole experience in itself, that's something that's invaluable, and again a blessing to have, and something that I'm gonna hold. Just the opportunity to go to New York. That's something I'm gonna hold on to for the rest of my life. So all the experience, and being able to be around those guys as well. So I'm super excited.
We got time for two more. Jeff, go ahead. Spiegel.
Yeah, Bryce, I know you're a big football fan. I know you're a big Mac Jones fan. What were your impressions of last night's Bills-Patriots game and Mac throwing 3 passes and them still winning the game? And have you ever been part of a game where you only threw 3 passes and you guys won?
Yeah, I think you said what was most important. They won the game. Mac won the game. That's what's most important. Mac's going to do whatever it takes to win, and that's what I strive to do. That's what all good quarterbacks try to do, is do what it takes to win, and that's what Mac got done. So, I see a win in their that category, and I haven't thrown 3 times a game, and I also have never played in, I don't remember what the conditions are, but those type of crazy conditions. So that's why. But yeah, like you said, Mac won the game, and that's always what's, knowing Mac, that's what he cares about the most. So, it was a win.
All right, last one with Ivan. Go ahead. You're muted, Ivan.
Sorry. As a kid, you always played with older age groups, and I was reading that you were in 7th grade playing with high school seniors. What did you learn from playing with older kids, and how did you keep them from picking on you?
It was just, I guess that was just, for me, that was always someone I was just more comfortable around. I guess when I was younger, at least, I was more comfortable, whether it be sports or, especially through sports, but just hanging around older kids. And, for me, when it came to like playing older age groups, wanting to push myself, wanting to find the best competition, wanting to be challenged. So that was always, a big emphasis for me. But, it was just, I don't know if it was like, trying to keep people from picking on me or being off of me, just more creating genuine relationships with those people. And, just as a normal kid is having friends and being around people, to me, it wasn't even really like oh my gosh, I'm around people that are older, I'm playing up. I was something I was just kind of used to. And I feel like a lot of people kind of just, after a certain point, people get used to it too. So it wasn't really a huge dynamic after maybe like initially meeting people or being around them. That was just friends, teammates, whatever it may be. But it wasn't really a huge dynamic.